Following the conclusion of the 8th season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, are Big Ed Brown and Liz Wood still together? Does the 90 Day Fiancé show a happily ever after? A couple on the 8th season, Big Ed Brown and Liz Wood's relationship, which had been a roller coaster ride, finally came to an end. However, did they end up falling back into their destructive pattern and getting back together? When Liz first began working with Big Ed in San Diego, she was a single mother who was employed as a waitress management. After his disastrous relationship with Rose Vega, Big Ed had already established himself as a well-known figure on reality television. However, Liz continued to date him, despite the fact that the internet referred to Big Ed as a villain. Through his repeated failure to win Liz's affection, Big Ed demonstrated that he was not the ideal partner for her. In addition to showing Liz little respect, he made her feel ashamed by making comments about her sexuality or her weight. The fact remained that Liz continued to return to Big Ed after each breakup. Considering that Liz believed Big Ed to be the most ideal partner she could ever have, it appeared that she was struggling with poor self-esteem. Nevertheless, Jason Zuniga came into her life at the perfect moment to interrupt the cycle that had been going on. Liz was shown what love is like, and he appreciated her equally. Following 3 years of unhealthy relationships, Liz was suddenly able to experience happiness. A breakup had occurred between Liz and Big Ed prior to the conclusion of their first season of 90 Day, The Single Life. Big Ed's publishing of images with other women, particularly young girls, was revealed by Liz to be the primary cause of their breakup. At one point, Big Ed was under the influence of alcohol and accidentally posted a video of the qualities he was searching for in his next companion. Liz sent a post on her own account with the following caption: "Even though our lives have taken us in different directions, you will forever be a wonderful memory." It was in May of 2021 when she announced that she and Big Ed had broken up by saying, "Enjoy the rest of the season." Little Liz had already stopped following Big Ed. She asserted that she was free to conduct her life in either public or private settings without being subject to the influence of another person. On the other hand, she did not consider it necessary to show Big Ed any respect. It was revealed in an audio call between the couple that was released via 90 Day Couple that Big Ed was quite angry when Liz dropped off a coworker at their home. It was after she had begged for his permission that Big Ed began to call Liz stupid and to tell her that she was get up in her head. She persisted in appealing with him to cease speaking to her in a manner that was disrespectful and to stop putting her down. He continued to use language that was harmful. After the passing of Big Ed's dog Teddy, Liz and Big Ed picked up where they left off in their relationship while filming the second season of The Single Life on 90 Day Fiancé. Big Ed and Liz were separated for a period of 6 months. Despite this, it appeared that she was still harboring affections for him. Following the passing of Big Ed's dog, Liz made contact with him. Her feelings were hurt and angered, but she missed him. After going to treatment, Big Ed believed that he had turned into a different person. He came to the realization that he had discarded something that he had cherished so greatly. While Liz was at his house for supper, he made his proposal to her. "The next day I went out and purchased a ring for myself. My response was, screw it." At 3:15 in the morning, Big Ed had reached into his shelf and brought out a ring, which he then presented to Liz as a proposal of marriage. The value of the ring was alluded to by Big Ed as being $13,000, and Big Ed referred to the sensation of accepting his proposal as a weird one. The experience, on the other hand, was not intended to be permanent. Big Ed admitted that he did not like Liz's temper and that he did not like it. Despite the fact that she appeared to be furious over relatively little matters, she reacted in a manner that revealed her violent temper. Big Ed accused Liz of concealing the fact that she was a lesbian, which led to one of the disagreements that took place on camera immediately following their engagement party. Liz and Big Ed's wedding was called off by Big Ed. Before they returned to the 8th season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Liz and Big Ed had their final breakup in front of the camera during the season's 7 Tell-All competition. During a video conversation, Big Ed and Liz were introduced to his ex-girlfriend Rose. Rose disclosed that Big Ed had been attempting to get in touch with her and had been making preparations to see her over direct message. Liz was enraged and asserted that she had lost respect for Big Ed as a result of his persistent lies, projection, and deflection. In addition to asking for his ring to be brought back on stage, Big Ed had called off their engagement. On the other hand, Liz and Big Ed were able to reconcile their differences behind the camera and continue to live out their story for another season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. This time, Ed and Liz had relocated from San Diego to Arkansas in order to begin a new life together prior to their wedding in August of 2023. Big Ed vented his frustrations about Liz's daughter making a mess when she was cooking at their home, which contributed to the couple's financial difficulties. Nevertheless, Big decided to put off the wedding in August of 2023 because of a significant altercation that took place behind the scenes. When Big Ed had given her kid some spicy taco spaghetti, Liz had reacted angrily and lashed out at him. It was because she wanted Big Ed to take her back that Liz broke down and grieved about him. The reason he never did it was because Big Ed wanted to end his relationship with Liz this time. It took Liz some time to make the connection. On the other hand, the ultimate blow came when she went to his house to get her stuff, and Big Ed attempted to persuade her that she was not deserving of finding love. Liz relocated to San Diego, and it was on an 8-mile run that she became acquainted with a man named Jason. Liz decided to forego the use of dating apps and instead try to do things the traditional way. He received a message from her. It took place in rapid succession. Liz stated to TVI Insider that she was not looking for a partner because she wanted to remain single. Specifically, they began dating in the month of October 2023. Liz also conducted a preliminary debut of him on Instagram by using her date boomerang stories in a manner that was not quite subtle. It was common knowledge among fans that Big Ed and Liz were no longer an item. The reason for the breakup was not disclosed until the 8th season of Happily Ever After. However, it was known for certain that a new man had brought Liz so much joy in just 3 months that Big Ed would not have been able to provide her with those same feelings in 3 years. It was unfortunate that Liz gave the impression that she did not value Jason's company because she found herself falling in love with Big Ed the instant she met him again at the tell-all. Jason had enough faith in Liz to ask her to attend the tell-all in order to find closure, but the moment she laid eyes on Big Ed, all of the hate she had harbored towards him vanished. It was observed that she referred to him as baby, and that she prepared meals for him and served him alcohol while he was in the hot tub while Jason was not present. There is a lot of complexity around Ed and Liz. Big Ed and Liz's co-star Patrick Menz made the observation that Liz's behavior on the tell-all was especially scandalous with regard to the show. It was then that he mentioned how Jason would throw Liz over his shoulder one night, and then the following night, she would be holding hands with Big Ed. Patrick was informed by Big Ed that Liz had stated that Big Ed was more comfortable in bed. While this was going on, Liz revealed to Ashley Michelle that it was so easy for her to get back into a rhythm with Ed. Despite the fact that she was aware that she had a fantastic partner at home, she continued to have affections for Big Ed because she desired to get closure. After filming was finished, Big Ed and Liz exchanged an emotional farewell with one another. He expressed gratitude to Liz for being a fixture in his life. "I don't want to say goodbye," he added before giving Liz a kiss on the cheek. Big Ed conveyed to her that he desired to continue to be a part of her life and to maintain their friendship. However, she admitted that she would be lying to herself if she said that it didn't hurt knowing that this was going to be the last time that she saw Big Ed. She wanted to avoid any further contact with him. It was revealed by Ed in November 2024 that he had not spoken to Liz for a period of 8 months. In an interview with Us Weekly, Big Ed expressed his desire for Liz to have nothing but the best in her life. Big Ed believes that the two of them have been able to move on for good by severing all relationship ties and going on with their lives. Despite this, the antics of the star of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, lend credence to the notion that he is struggling to maintain his composure. Big Ed was accused of becoming engaged to Portia, a woman he had known for 24 hours, in order to maintain his relevance so that he could continue to be relevant. Another reason why Big Ed is mourning Liz is that she marks the conclusion of his adventure as a franchise star.